Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn with Fun with Pranita ma'am. Today's video is for 12th Commerce students for subject Economics, Chapter 1 Introduction to Microeconomics and Macroeconomics. Before I move ahead with the video, I want you all to press the like button, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon so that you receive notifications whenever I release a new video, and yes, share as maximum as you can. Today's video is based on the new syllabus edition 2020. So before wasting a moment, let's move ahead with the chapter through PowerPoint slides. Okay, so let us begin with the slides. Before we move ahead with what is microeconomics and macroeconomics, let us first understand detailed explanation of your subject economics. You have been studying economics since 9th. I guess, right? So you know much, but still I am going to tell you what is economics here. Economics is a social science. The word social science means related to our society, human society, that studies human behavior. So human behavior are not your joy, sorrow here. Here human behavior relates to the demand, supply, then utility, such human behavior of people, and institutional arrangements in society. So that includes all the institutions, your school, colleges, offices, organizations, institutions, firms that influence the processes by which relatively scarce resources, scarce means resources कम है, limited है, are allocated to alternative uses. What is alternative uses? Needs here. So scarce resources, why are they saying the resources are scarce? It is very natural. The human population have grown immensely in these decades, but the available resources like your fuel, like your power is limited. So we are supposed to allocate it effectively so that it is used by maximum human society. So this is economics for class 12th, which is further divided into two sections, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. This division or these two terms were coined together as microeconomics and macroeconomics in the year 1933 by a famous economist, Ragnar Frisk. Please remember this for your objectives. Who coined the two words micro and macro? Ragnar Frisk. Why are they using the word coined here? Because they are two faces of a single coin. They cannot be separated from each other. They are related to each other, but still slightly different from each other. And today's lecture is based on the same. You need to understand what is the exact difference between micro and macroeconomics. Moving with the first part, that is the definition. Microeconomics definition is given by Maurice Dobb. Microeconomics is in fact a microscopic study of an economy. What do you mean by microscopic? Basically, scientific microscope is used to observe very small microorganisms which cannot be seen with the naked eye. Now, when you consider this with the point of view of economics, what do you mean by microscopic study? जैसे one house, one household, या price of one particular product. This is what is microeconomics. Professor Carl Shapiro have given the definition for macro. Macroeconomics deals with the functioning of the economy as a whole. Abhi, just now I gave you example of one household. So when it comes to whole, all the households in a particular country. When I say price of one product is microeconomics, so what is macro? The total pricing theory in a particular economy. What is that pricing theory? What is inflation, deflation? याद है? Increase in the price of product is inflation. Decrease in the price of product is deflation. तो वो क्यों हो रहा है? What are the factors? वो इतने बड़े लेवल पे जब सोच होती है, that is macroeconomics. जब we think of small things at a time, it is microeconomics. I want you all to write this in your notebook and learn this. It is important for objectives as well as question answers. So let us first understand microeconomics in detail. Now these particular points that I have framed for you all are all important for your objectives. If you open your textbook and observe your exercise, all these questions are present. So I want you all to note this as well. The word microeconomics is derived from a Greek word mikros. Please take care of the spelling. Word mikros. It means small or million part. So I have given you the example, one household, price of one particular product. So that is your microeconomics. So it is called as millionth part or small. This particular definition is already seen. Now let us understand the meaning. Microeconomics deals with small part of a national economy. Small part. They consider one household as a small part of an economy. They consider price of one product a small part of an economy. So deals with small part of national economy. Popularized by, what do you mean by popularized by? This subject is made famous by Professor Alfred Marshall. So microeconomics is also called as Marshallian economics. Note it carefully with proper spelling. Method used. Here the method means the study method. So the study method is slicing method. What do you mean by slicing? You have sliced loaf of bread into slices. You have even cut vegetable into slices. So this is what you have experienced with the word slice. But here slicing method is also indicating the same thing. You are supposed to study small things at a time. जैसे one tree of a forest, अगर तुम study करोगे तो that is microeconomics. If you study the entire forest, it will be macro. Similarly, if you study one slice of a bread, it will be micro. But if you study the entire loaf of bread, it will be macro. They are related, but slightly different from each other. Other economists like Adam Smith, David Ricardo, J.S. Mill, Pigot, and Samuelson have also taken innumerable efforts to give their particular contribution for microeconomics. Scope of microeconomics. This is another important answer which may come for 4 marks or 8 marks in your exam. So I am going to explain this in the form of a chart, but in the notes I have given the detailed explanation of each and every point. Scope of microeconomics is broadly classified into 3 different aspects. One is product pricing, second is factor pricing, third is theory of economic welfare. Let us come to the first part, that is your product pricing. Product. Let us consider this product, a pen. How do you decide the price of this pen? 2 factors are involved here, theory of demand and second is theory of cost. Let us first understand theory of cost here. इसको बनाने में कितना पैसा लगा है? That is what I mean the theory of cost. तो उसके लिए they are going to bifurcate the various parts of this pen and determine कि which technique to be used so that कम से कम प्राइस में ये पेन बन सके. This is decided under microeconomics. Next, theory of demand. इसका मार्केट में डिमांड कितना है? Basically, pen is not only used by student life but also by everybody who are supposed to write down or note down things. Nowadays things have changed to computer mode, but still pen is used almost by everybody. So the theory of demand, how many people want your particular brand pen, is also going to be decided under the theory of microeconomics. Let us come ahead to factor pricing. We very well know अब ये पेन का प्रोडक्शन इतना आसान तो नहीं है. You need a particular setup, that is a land, okay, where your industry will be set up. काम करने के लिए लोग चाहिए, लेबर. अब लैंड को खरीदने के लिए और लोगों को काम अगर कराओगे तो उनको पैसा देना पड़ेगा, दैट इज उनको पगार देनी पड़ेगी, तो उसके लिए लगेगा काफ़ी सारा कैपिटल. एंड लास्ट, ये सारी चीज़ों को कोऑर्डिनेट कौन करता है? द बॉस, द एंटरप्रेनर. सो द 4 फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर: लैंड, लेबर, कैपिटल, एंटरप्रेनर. सो व्हाट डू दे करस्पॉन्ड टू? Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur are the various factors. They correspond to what all things? Land correspond to rent, labor correspond to wages, capital correspond to interest, and the entrepreneur correspond to profit. तो ये जो चारों फैक्टर्स है प्रोडक्शन के, उनसे ये चारों चीजें रिलेटेड है. दिस इज कवर्ड अंडर द माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स थियरी. Last part, the third part of the scope of microeconomics is theory of economic welfare. Before we understand economic welfare, tell me what is welfare? Welfare of people मतलब क्या? लोगों की भलाई. लोगों की भलाई कब होगी? When they get things properly, when they get things at a nominal price, which is affordable price I must say, and with that they can run their particular livelihood. वो अपना जीवन अच्छे से बिता सकते हैं. तो जीवन अच्छा बिताने के लिए कौन कौन सी चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी? फर्स्ट, एफिशिएंसी इन प्रोडक्शन. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज हमको प्रोड्यूस करने हैं सो दैट वी कैन डिस्ट्रीब्यूट देम टू पीपल एट अ लोअर प्राइस. वी डोंट फॉल शॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स. अगर इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन 130 करोड़ पीपल है तो हमें उस हिसाब से प्रोडक्शन करना है. एफिशिएंसी इन कंजम्पशन. अब कंज्यूम कौन करेगा मुझे बताओ. फार्मर ने फार्म पर प्रोडक्शन किया राइस का, व्हीट का, वो हम तक कैसे पहुंचता है? थ्रू द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स, थ्रू द एजेंट्स. सो हियर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पॉलिसी मैटर्स अ लॉट एंड देन comes to the consumer and then we use it. So it is the distribution channel which is coming under the concept of efficiency in consumption and overall economic efficiency. So ये overall economic efficiency क्या होगी? Nothing but production of goods which are most desired by people. अभी right now in this COVID-19 हमें basic necessities of life related to food is more, right? So if the production houses keep on producing Mercedes car, is it going to be helpful? No. So what is the economy focusing right now? It is focusing on producing those things which are the need of the hour. This is overall economic efficiency and all these three factors are covered under microeconomics. Moving ahead with the very important part of the chapter, features of microeconomics. Remember students, you may get this answer for complete 8 marks in your exam and you must write it in the following manner as I am explaining to you. Microeconomics features, whenever they are asking this question, you're first supposed to write the definition, then the meaning and then begin with features of microeconomics. In the same format, I'll be providing you the notes, so don't worry, you can learn it very well. Let us begin. First point, study of individual units. So what are they? Individual firm, एक इंडस, एक पर्टिकुलर कंपनी, फर्म मतलब. इंडिविजुअल प्राइस, प्राइस ऑफ पेन, प्राइस ऑफ अ बुक, दीज आर द एग्जाम्पल्स. नेक्स्ट, प्राइस थियरी. सो डिटरमाइनिंग द प्राइस ऑफ दीज इंडिविजुअल यूनिट्स. एक पेन का प्राइस कितना होगा, बुक का प्राइस कितना होगा, व्हीट का प्राइस कितना होगा, राइस का प्राइस कितना होगा, क्लोथ्स का प्राइस कितना होगा. दैट इज द प्राइस थियरी which is covered under microeconomics. Partial equilibrium. The word equilibrium itself means balance between two factors or two terms or two dependent variables. Now here variables means what? Just we will continue with the same example. The production house of this pen becomes one variable and you, the consumer, becomes the second variable. So maintaining the balance between the two matlab kya? The production house is functioning for manufacturing the pen and supplying it to us. And what is our role? We can purchase the pen and reward their efforts by paying the price. Based on certain assumptions. This particular thing you will understand when I explain you the laws, because our first law, the law of DMU, is the next chapter itself, and there the law will begin with the words other things being constant. Other things being equal. Now what are these other things? Other things, constant. Constant का मतलब है certain assumptions are taken, only then the law is applicable. So this ceteris paribus assumptions are done under microeconomics. Next is slicing method. I very well explained this in the previous part. And limited scope. The word limited scope here means they only deal with individual units. They don't deal with big issues or problems of the economy like the inflation, unemployment, population explosion, economic growth. All these things are not covered here. Hence, microeconomics have limited scope. Use of marginalism principle. The word marginal means benefit derived from every additional unit. Now again, the use of marginalism principle can be well explained in the next chapter, DMU, the law of DMU, diminishing marginal utility. So there you will very well understand marginal, but in short, how will I explain you? Okay, so what do you love most? I love ice cream. So when I consume one bowl of ice cream or one scoop of ice cream, I must be very particular. So what is the happiness that I derive? And particularly in this COVID-19 scenario, if I tell this in numbers, so if I am supposed to mark it out of 10, I am going to get 10 out of 10 amazing feelings while consuming that one bowl of ice cream. Next, if I am offered another bowl with 2 scoops, what will be the happiness that I derived out of it? Right now you will feel I become more happy. 10 में से 20 marks देंगे. But नहीं. Economics के हिसाब से, the more you consume a product, the less utility or the less happiness you start deriving from it. This is the meaning of the term marginal. Next, analysis of market structure. So again, this is a complete chapter that you have, forms of market, where you are going to understand different types of market like monopoly, perfectly competitive market, monopolistic market, oligopoly. So what are these different markets and what are the features of the different markets can be elaborated better in our further chapters. Next, importance of microeconomics. The points will get repeated, students. So whatever I have explained, I will not be explaining back to you. Price determination is the same, price theory. So while writing importance of microeconomics, why do they use the word price determination is the general question what I get from students. So no problem, you can even use the word pricing theory here and you can explain the same point. Free market economy. Now this free market economy is an economy where a person is completely free to take decisions like what to produce, how to produce, where to produce. Just say you are a commerce student. After completing your basic education, basic education today is MBA, I feel. So after completing your MBA, you start your own business. So you will be free to take your decision कि what type of business to start and what things to produce, where to produce, which technology to use. This is a free market economy. Foreign trade. Now here, you very well know when we import or export, there are various types of tariffs. What are tariffs? Taxes which are levied on the goods imported or exported. So these policies are determined under microeconomics. Economic model building. Now what are the different economic model building? I'll give you a few examples. Basically, you have been developing lots and lots of projects and models during your science exhibitions. At your school level, you definitely do this some day or the other. While doing that, whatever structure you are making is a mock of a final scenario. Just say you make a model for your rainwater harvesting. So you make limited arrangements over there and give a virtual image of what is rainwater harvesting. Similarly, is the case of economic model building. When your particular economy has lots of problems, जैसे इंडिया में unemployment है ही, along with that you have poverty. So these eradication plans are called as economic models और वो models cover होते हैं microeconomics में. Next are business decisions. Now these are related to cost of production, how to reduce it. Because अगर cost of production, ये पेन अगर मैन्युफैक्चरर होगा 2 रुपए में तो शायद हम तक 5 रुपीज़ में पहुंच जाए एंटरप्रेन्योर का प्रॉफिट मिला के एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के प्रॉफिट मिला के. बट अगर इसका कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ही 7 रुपीज़ है तो हमको ये 10 में मिलेगा. कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन 15 रुपीज़ है तो हमको 20 में मिलेगा. दिस इज द नॉर्मल मार्जिन दैट वी हैव. So here the business decision relates to how they can control the cost of production, how they can determine the prices of their goods. ये पेन का total price कितना होगा and how will they maximize their profit. Next is useful to government. This relates to determining policies related to taxation, public expenditure. So what is taxation policy? कितना परसेंट टैक्स कौन भरेगा? 10% slab, 20% slab, 30% slab. All these things are covered under useful to government. Basis of welfare economics. मैंने स्कोप ऑफ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स समझाते वक्त ही बता दिया था व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इकोनॉमिक वेलफेयर. सो इट इज द सेम विच इज रिपीटेड ओवर हियर. You are supposed to take care that we get best results out of the limited available resources with us. Optimum utilization of resources must be the word which will be appropriately used here. याद है ना, efficiency in production, efficiency in consumption, overall economic efficiency. Yes, this is what is altogetherly called as welfare economics. So we complete micro and we are moving on to macroeconomics in the same format. First, the word macroeconomics is derived from the Greek word macros. It means large and use. Micro का क्या था? Recall करो फटाफट. It was micros, meaning small and millionth part. Now, meaning of macro. It is the analysis of entire economy, study of the aggregates, entire economy. सारे इंडिया के सारे हाउस होल्ड्स के बारे में सोचना है, सारी इंडस्ट्री के बारे में सोचना है. एंड इंडस्ट्री कवर्स एन नंबर ऑफ फर्म्स. छोटे छोटे कंपनीज होते हैं, वो सब मिलाकर इंडस्ट्री बनती है. सो इट इज द स्टडी ऑफ एग्रीगेट्स, टोटैलिटी, सबको जोड़कर. व्हेन यू सम टोटल, इट इज कॉल्ड एज एग्रीगेट्स. नेक्स्ट इज कॉल्ड एज पॉपुलराइज्ड. इट इज पॉपुलराइज्ड बाय प्रोफेसर जॉन मेनार्ड कीन्स. Remember this very important objective, and hence macroeconomics is called as Keynesian economics. So वहाँ पे मेथड क्या था? स्लाइसिंग. यहाँ पे मेथड है लंपिंग. वहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल था वन ट्री इन अ फॉरेस्ट. यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल है अ फुल फॉरेस्ट. एंड यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल है अ लोफ ऑफ ब्रेड. वहाँ एग्जाम्पल क्या था? रिकॉल करो फटाफट. स्लाइस ऑफ ब्रेड. ओके. सो इकोनॉमिस्ट हु हैव कंट्रीब्यूटेड for macroeconomics are Malthus, Wicksell, Walras and Irving Fisher. Now moving to the important answer from the point of view of your syllabus, that is the features of macroeconomics. Again I repeat, this answer may come for 8 marks or even 4 marks. Whenever you get this answer, you are first supposed to write the definition of macroeconomics followed by its meaning, and then the answer begin. Following are the features of macroeconomics, and point 1 is study of aggregates. So what are the aggregates? Now you tell me. You have to somewhere start answering me along with me. The total national income, the total national output, the general price level, this will be covered under aggregate. एक इंसान एक घर के बारे में अब नहीं सोचना, अब पूरी कंट्री के बारे में सोचना है. Next is your income theory and policy oriented. These are two different points. I have combined them. They are related. First is income theory. It is not individual person's income. It is total national income. पूरे इंडिया का इनकम कैसे बढ़ेगा, और अगर बढ़ नहीं रहा है तो किस तरीके से बढ़ाया जा सकता है. यू वेरी वेल नो, ड्यू टू दिस COVID-19 issues, ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन, द इंडियन इकोनॉमी हैव कम डाउन. वी आर इनटू डिप्रेशन स्टेट. आवर इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन इज वेरी बैड. सो हियर this income theory, if applicable in a very efficient manner, can help India come out of this crisis easily. And to support this, we are supposed to make policies. Hence it is called as policy oriented. Now policy is related to what? How to focus on economic growth, economic development, how to generate employment. Many people have lost their jobs. So here the policy related to generating employment, control of inflation. Due to this lockdown issues, I have noticed prices of vegetables are rising to the high. Along with that, the basic necessities are available at MRP, which was quite available at discount. What is this indicating? There is inflationary pressure in the economy. So we are supposed to bring it down, and we are supposed to bring our economy out of this depression situation. Next is your general price level. Now, general equilibrium analysis. I'm so sorry. So the word general equilibrium analysis again is related to your microeconomics. Equilibrium means what? It is a state where there is a balance between two particular factors. Now this equilibrium is general. Why do you call it as general? Because the total demand forces of the nation, total supply forces of the nation, whole as the whole, hence it is called as general. वहाँ पे पर्टिकुलरली एक पेन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री था और एक कंज्यूमर था. यहाँ पे ऑन द होल सबका डिमांड कितना है, सबका सप्लाई कितना है, हेंस जनरल इक्विलिब्रियम एनालिसिस. नेक्स्ट इज इंटरडिपेंडेंस. अब मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स कैन नॉट वर्क on one factor, one person, one household. It is dependent on many factors at a time. Just take an example. Economic growth plus standard of living of people plus educational attendance, all these things combine to economic development. So मतलब interrelated हुआ ना, education भी चाहिए, life expectancy भी चाहिए, मतलब a healthy life भी चाहिए, and education के साथ you also need money, that is a good per capita income. So all these factors are interrelated, they are in a circle, so interdependence. Lumping method is already explained to you. Growth methods. Now here ग्रोथ मेथड्स और यू कॉल इट एज ग्रोथ मॉडल्स. तो जैसे हमने वहाँ पर एक इकोनॉमिक मॉडल बनाया था रिलेटेड टू वन हाउस होल्ड, वन पर्टिकुलर कंपनी, हियर यू आर सपोज टू मेक ग्रोथ मॉडल्स फॉर द एंटायर इकोनॉमी. तुम्हारे टेक्स्ट बुक में एग्जाम्पल दिया है Mahalanobis growth model emphasized on basic heavy industries. Now you know what are heavy industries? Iron and steel, then your petroleum, then your petrochemicals. All these particular growth models will be made under the concept of macroeconomics. Last, general price level. You are not supposed to discuss about price of this pen. You're supposed to discuss about general price level. मतलब ऑल द पेन्स जो है उसका जनरल प्राइसिंग कितना चल रहा है, एवरेजिंग किया जाता है टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. एंड हियर आई हैव टेकन एग्जांपल ऑफ पेन. वी हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स इन द इकोनॉमी लाइक जनरल प्राइस लेवल ऑफ द फूड ग्रेन्स, जनरल प्राइस लेवल ऑफ द क्लॉथ, जनरल प्राइस लेवल ऑफ कार्स, जनरल प्राइस लेवल ऑफ योर बुक्स. All these things at the whole for the whole nation is macroeconomics. Scope of macroeconomics. Now here you are going to get scope of macroeconomics divided into 4 parts. Theory of income and employment. I think this is as its word as simple as that. Theory of income and employment, they are related to each other. Basically काम होगा तो सैलरी मिलेगी, आई मीन पैसा आएगा. तो इफ द थियोरी ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट, इफ पीपल आर एम्प्लॉयड इन अ नेशन, ओनली देन दे कैन अर्न इनकम एंड ओनली देन they can think of consumption and investment. जैसे कि right now, if you are having a particular job, you will receive your salary. Only then you can buy the basic products for your family and कुछ बचा कर रखोगे या कहीं पर invest करोगे. So it is a chain structure and it is not for one person, it is for the whole economy. Next, theory of general price level and inflation. I have explained this in your features itself. General price level, the general price of food grains in the economy, general price of cloths in the economy, this is repeated. Inflation, you are supposed to control inflation is the part of macroeconomics. What is inflation? Rising price of goods and services. तो उसको control करना, theory of inflation में controlling the prices is the motive. Theory of economic growth, it includes only 2 things, increasing GDP, increasing PCI. जीडीपी क्या है, याद करो 11th में पढ़ा था, ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट. दैट इज नथिंग बट द टोटल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस्ड एनुअली इन एन इकोनॉमी. उसके साथ साथ इंक्रीजिंग द पर कैपिटा इनकम. व्हाट इज पर कैपिटा इनकम? एवरेज इनकम ऑफ अ पर्सन इन अ नेशन. ये दोनों को मिलाकर होता है इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ एंड दिस थियरी इज कवर्ड अंडर मैक्रो. लास्ट, मैक्रो थियरी ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. It is related to shares of wages and profits. Definitely, एक ही बंदा अमीर होता जाए, if the rich becomes richer and the poor becomes poorer, it is an unfair economic structure, right? Would you like to live in such economy? Obviously not. So here the theory says that सबको benefit मिलना चाहिए. Every person in the economy should get their share of wages. उनको उनका इनकम मिलना चाहिए. शुड गेट देयर शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स. आई मीन एवरीबडी शुड कलेक्टिवली ग्रो टुगेदर. ओनली देन कलेक्टिवली इंडिया विल ग्रो. Importance of macroeconomics. So again we are going to go clockwise. Functioning of an economy. So entire economic model या एक particular country जो चलती है या you can say working of a country depends on macroeconomic structure. Next, economic fluctuations. You very well know what do you mean by economic fluctuations. मतलब अभी right now production of everything is not halted. A few things are working right now. But बाकी सारी जो चीज़ों को halt किया है लॉकडाउन के चक्कर में, it is going to affect a lot with respect to money and monetary backgrounds. So these fluctuations have happened due to the crisis of pandemic going on. So such economic fluctuations are managed under macroeconomic policies. National income, I won't explain. I have explained you the total income of the country should increase. Next, economic development. Again, I have explained this. Economic growth plus क्या क्या बोला था? Educational index, that is your literacy index. Life expectancy index, मतलब average age or average life of a person in a country. And the third was nothing but standard of living. Performance of an economy. The word here, performance, indicates nothing but how is the economy working. Now, let me tell you one important factor here. Performance of an economy is basically related to national income plus other factors. Now, comparing the production of goods and services in one period is done here. That is, one period is 1 year. हर साल इवेल्युएट होगा कि कितने गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस हुए थे, वेयर दे सफिशिएंट for us to suffice our needs or not, and accordingly we have to evaluate and change the budget and the policies for the next year. Study of macroeconomic variables, I have explained this again and again, still repeating it again. What are the macroeconomic variables? Total income, total output, the total employment, and the general price level of the country. Last, level of employment, I have again explained this. It is related to maximum people in the nation must have jobs. अगर जॉब होगी तो वो पैसा कमा पाएंगे, पैसा कमाएंगे तो उनकी बेसिक लाइवलीहुड चलेगा, and then they can invest ahead and do their savings. And this is how macroeconomics work. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so we are at the end of this chapter and I hope you all have understood everything. For any queries, you can write your queries in the comment section. And yes, the good news continues. I am going to share the notes of this chapter through a link in the description box. You're supposed to click on the link and download the file. Before I quit, I would like to request you all that definitely read out the PDF file of ebook of your economics textbook available with you all, so that the concepts become even clear and complete. Okay, bye bye. Stay tuned for my next video. See you again.